Hello everyone, I'm Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make your own flaxseed gel. So flax seeds are actually something a lot of hair companies use in their gels already. But if you really want to make the most natural gel you can, then you can make your own. And this is super easy. All you need is flax seeds, the whole kind, and then some water. And then if you want, you can use some essential oils in it. So I've done orange oil in it in the past, but rosemary oil actually is a preservative, so I actually added a drop of that into mine this time. So today I actually used my flaxseed gel as my one styler. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I typically don't like using only one styler in my hair. I just find better results when I use like a mousse, custard, and a gel together. But today, I only used this flaxseed gel. I am shocked. Shocked. I couldn't decide if I wanted to say shook or shocked. Shocked. Anyways, I am super impressed with this. Like, this is something that I would actually use as my one styler, which is insane for me. I mean, look at these results. So I've actually made my own flaxseed gel in the past, but my results were not as good as this. Now you know that I really like recipe testing. I do that a lot for my blog. So online, a lot of the recipes, and I mean like pretty much all of them, say 2 to 2.5 cups of water to 1/4 cup of flax seeds. Now, I did that at first and then realized that you can get way more out of these flax seeds than you were using. So I was wondering why we needed an entire 1/4 cup to make gel. So I decided to go ahead and cut down the flax seeds in half and see if we could still make gel out of it. And it worked really well, actually. So I'm not really sure why people have been using so much flax seeds in their gel when they could make it with half the amount. But I'm gonna stick with my recipe, and I guess I'm gonna be using it a lot more frequently because this is unreal. So I'll get into the recipe and then I'll give you some tips at the end. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is take a small pot. We're gonna add 2 cups of water in it and then 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. And then we're gonna give it a stir to make sure that they're all equally submerged. And then we're going to bring these flax seeds up to a boil. Now we're going to continue to boil these flax seeds, stirring occasionally to make sure that the flax seeds aren't sticking to the bottom. And I would also check on the heat, make sure that it doesn't boil over, just keep an eye on it. And it's going to thicken up a little bit, and you want to just keep checking it to see when it gets to the right consistency by using a spoon to scoop some up and then pour it off. Then you'll see when it's the right consistency, you'll see it'll have a little string of mucus that hangs off. That is when you know it is done. So at this point, you want to let it sit off heat until it cools completely. Next, you're going to take a measuring cup or a container, and then I have a stocking. These actually work super well, and I'm just going to put it over the measuring cup. Now, if you don't have some clean stockings to use for this, you can always use a strainer to push the flax seeds through, but you'll see in a moment why this makes it a lot easier. When it is completely cool, you'll see it's kind of this weird jelly consistency. Now you're going to take that and you're going to pour it through the stocking that you have over your container, and then you're going to take it and you're going to squeeze the gel out. Now this is why I use a stocking for this, because you can really squeeze all of that mucus out of the flax seeds pretty quickly. Once you're done, you'll see it's this consistency. And then I'm gonna add in a couple drops of rosemary oil, but that is totally optional. And then I'm just gonna give it a whisk and then store it in a container. This is just an old co-wash container that I have that I washed out, and that's that. The ingredient amount will be in the description. All right, so there you have it. That's how you make my flaxseed gel. Now, a couple tips. First thing, it does need to be refrigerated because it is all natural. The rosemary oil, if you use it, will preserve it a little bit longer. It'll probably last from 1 to 2 weeks or so. Also, I think you can get probably between 2 and 4 washes out of it, depending on your hair length and density. I have super thick hair and it's pretty long, so I used about half of the gel on my hair, which is okay because it only has like a 1 to 2 week shelf life. Oh, hello. I'm editing Nicole here with my day 3 flaxseed gel hair. So obviously it did hold up. But I was looking into the cost of flax seeds because I forgot to mention it. It's very inexpensive to make this gel. So about a pound or 16 ounces of whole flax seeds cost around $4. So in that pound of flax seeds, you get 48 tablespoons in it, which means 24 batches of this flaxseed gel with one $4 bag of flax seeds. Anyways, back to non-editing, Nicole. Also, when you use it, now the gel is different. As you can see, it's like, you know, it's kind of like jelly. It's definitely weird consistency. So when you use it, you kind of have to be gentle when you're trying to emulsify it in your hands. And then I find that it's easiest to cup it and scrunch it into the hair. You can try to glaze it a little bit, but I really found that scrunching it into the hair and kind of holding it in your palms and scrunching it in works a lot better to apply this. If you overboil it a little bit, it's not a big deal. It might be a little bit thicker than the consistency that I had, but just add some water to your hands when you go to emulsify it, and that should thin it out enough that you can use it through your hair. And that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you give this a try, I would love to see how your hair turns out, so please tag me on Instagram. My handle's down below in the description. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye! I'm shocked. Shock. Shock. Shocked.